Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know Miss Universe is already in full swing and I know we already have our own favorites kung sino sa tingin natin ang mananalo ng crown this year. Pero just as we are raving about this year's favorites, I'm also keeping an eye on all these candidates who have been flying under the radar or I feel will really spring a surprise come finals night on December 9. So, sino ba sa tingin niyo yung mga dark horse na pwedeng mambulaga come finals night? I'll list down all my choices in this episode, so stick around for my choices. Okay, let's do this by continent. Okay, we'll begin with the America's continent. Let's start with Peru. Her name is Kelin Rivera Colino. I really like her. When I first discovered her in this video where she was seen rehearsing with her fellow candidates in the P group during rehearsals, she really moves graceful on stage. And am I the only one who thinks she kind of looks like Rachel Peters when she moves, when she articulates herself? She's really very pretty, and she also has a very powerful resume. She advocates for children she advocates for young children and women who have been abused in terms of bringing, in terms of encouraging these people to bring their indigenous fabric in boosting her country's economy. So, alam mo, ang ganda. I really like her, and am I the only one who thinks she kind of looks like Rachel Peters in some angles? Talagang super, I'm really blown away. I hope she makes it to the semis, because last year her predecessor, even though how beautiful she was, also wasn't able to make it to the top 25 this year. It's Peru will be back years ago. So in terms of relatability, talagang I think she is one of those girls that I think IMG and Miss Universe is keeping an eye on, especially with her big hair and the way she smiles. I first discovered her when she was seen in photos with Catriona Gray during a recent event in Florida before this pageant was in full swing. So, ang ganda na nag-isra niya. She reminds me a lot of the reigning Miss Teen USA. So she's very beautiful, she's very charming. I really think she stands a chance in making it to the top 20. Next is Barbados. I know where is this girl coming from, because she's really springing a huge surprise on everyone's list. She really has an incredible stage presence, and she also has a powerful resume. She studied law, she's a human rights attorney, and she also works with a charity that helps people who are afflicted with scoliosis, because she also has a scoliosis problem. So, powerful ng resume. I wouldn't mind if she makes it also the top 20. Now let's go to the continent of Europe. Europe has sent out a list of wonderful ladies this year, and I'm really having a hard time trimming down the list. So for this region, I'm keeping an eye on Ireland. Fionnuala Rayleigh. I hope I was able to pronounce her name correctly. She really has a powerful resume. I love her bio. She is a data analyst in NASA. Beat that. And she also empowers women to work in male-dominated industries, and has recently partnered with the United Nations to bring science communication programs to their studies. So talagang wow, I think her resume screams IMG babe, and tapos big-haired pa siya. And I also like that she has already been stepping up her makeup and styling game in the pageant so far. So I really feel something from Ireland this year. I hope she really also makes it to the cup. Next is Sweden, Lina Ljungberg. I don't know, gandang-ganda lang talaga ako sa kanya. She's a beautiful blonde. She registers so strong in group photos. In the pageant, she loves singing. She's very passionate about it. So, other than that, I hope she speaks well, because you know Sweden has never been in the semis, or the last set that they've won was like ages ago. So I hope she makes it to the contest. Pero ako talaga, gandang-ganda ako sa kanya ngayon. Sobrang ganda. I hope she really speaks well. I hope she was able to ace her preliminary interview so I could see her in the semis as well. Last, for this region is Iceland. Ang ganda ni Berta Aviva. Her name is Berta Aviva. She's a 20-year-old student who wants to become a book author. She is also an English tutor back home. So, apart from Ireland, I don't know, I'm just drawn to girls who are sporting this big, huge afro hair because I think, I know, natadala ko sa hair lately. Probably it's because how IMG has been crowning their winners lately in Miss USA, and it's kind of spilling over to its sister pageant, Miss Universe. So, in photos, she smiles well. She has this relatable charm that I can't describe. I don't know, she's growing on you every time I see her pictures on social media. So I really, really hope na talagang she will also do well in the semis. Okay, let's go over to the continent of Asia. Asia is not left wanting in terms of dark horses this year. Ang daming mga girls na talagang who have been stepping up their game so far. First in the list is Bangladesh, Shirin Akhter. She is a physics student who is very passionate about the environment, and she also works as a fashion model. Looks-wise, I have been really digging her since her arrival in Atlanta last week because ang ganda ng register ng mukha niya on screen. She really has this beauty that is traditional, that is very modern, pero at the same time, she could still retain that traditional beauty. Probably because she has been incorporating a lot of cultural semblance in terms of how she has been presenting herself in terms of outfits. And the more I look at her, the more I see royalty. Ang ganda ng cheekbones. She really reminds me of these stunning Hollywood celebrities in the past, like Catherine Zeta-Jones, who looks so fragile, delicate, very, very striking ang aura. I really feel she's giving me a lot of these Nepal vibes. Nepal, the girl who represented Nepal last year in Bangkok in Miss Universe. So, I don't know. I want her to do well in this year's pageant, so I hope I'll see her figure prominently come December 9th. Also, another Asian girl that I'm keeping an eye on is Ako Kamo from Japan. I just love this girl. Probably it's because of her bangs. Siya lang yung, she really stands out with her hairdo. Ang lakas makarahiso ng bangs niya, and I think she for me, she's like a more exotic version of Rio Mori Miss Universe 2007. She is a linguistics and translation and interpretation student in Japan. And what I'm so excited, the thing that is making me so excited about her is that she has been trained, but she'll be wearing all Filipino made competition gowns for the pageant soon. So I'm really, really excited about her. She strikes me as someone who's very pretty, very charming, very relatable, and I wouldn't be surprised if she makes it to the top 20. Yeah. So last on my list, in the African region, let's talk about Kenya. Stacy Michuki, she's the youngest Kenyan to be crowned Miss Universe Kenya, and I like that she has been standing out in her photos so far because in terms of her looks, talagang nagsa-stand out siya, talagang she's representing her culture the best way possible in the pageant. Kenya has been relatively doing well in Miss Universe, and I hope she is as eloquent as her predecessors, because really there's something in her that I really can't explain. Probably it's because I really want Africans to be given a huge spotlight in the pageant for so long, because it's been like what, 8 years since the last time an African Queen reigns supreme in Miss Universe. So I'm banking on her that she does well. But apart from Kenya, I'm also keeping an eye on Sierra Leone, Estera Bangura. I've been privileged to meet her in Miss Universe last year. She was supposed to compete last year but arrived late. But this time, I'm so glad that she was able to make it on time. Looks-wise, I like her because she reminds me of a black and very raw Pia Wurtzbach. So I've been checking her out so far in the competition, and so far wala akong nararamdaman. I mean, I really want her to do well, but in terms of social media presence, I really couldn't feel anything I'm not feeling anything from her. So I hope she will pull a surprise come crunch time, whether it be the preliminary interviews, preliminary show, or even the finals. She's really, really beautiful. And Sierra Leone has, her country, Sierra Leone, has made a mark in Miss Universe pageant when her predecessor Hawa Kawara competed in Manila 3 years ago. So sana this time around she'll be able to make her country proud. Alright guys, so there you have it. There goes my dark horse list. I've enumerated 9 of them. Do you agree with all my choices or may kulang pa dito sa listahan ko? I know meron pang mga kulang, but sige, let me know who do you think I should also include in this list. Alright, so far out of the 9 girls that I just enumerated, I'm really leaning towards Ireland, Barbados, and Bangladesh to really advance further in the finals on December 9. Do you think yung tatlong yon? Yun yung nakikita ko, Ireland, Bangladesh, and Barbados so far. I genuinely like Japan as well. So what do you guys think? Tama ba yung mga list ko? Tama ba itong mga choices ko sa dark horse list ko? Well, but kung may mga comments kayo, don't forget to share your comments on the comment section below, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Adam Henando, and my personal YouTube account, Hey Adam G, and my videographer's YouTube channel as well, Coach Archie, for more travel, fitness, and diet tips. Okay, see you guys again on my next video. Bye!